You've reached Danny's voicemail. Please leave a message.
Hi, Danny. It's Pauline here. I'm calling about tomorrow night. Unfortunately, there are no more tickets for the concert. I called them at about 2 o'clock, but they were already sold out. So, I don't know what you want to do. Anyway, give me a call tonight after 6. Bye.
2.
Hi, is Trisha there, please?
No, I'm afraid she isn't. Who's speaking?
It's Elise here.
Hi, Elise. No, I'm afraid Trisha is out at the moment. Do you want to leave a message?
Yes. Can you tell her I'll be at the station at 8? She's going to meet me there.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, I'll be at the station at 8.
Oh, OK, at 8. I'll tell her that.
Thanks. Oh, and can you tell her that her mobile isn't working?
Yes, OK. I think she needs to recharge it.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
3.
Roundhouse Bar and Grill. How can I help you?
Oh, hello there. I'd like to book a table for 3 people for Wednesday evening.
Oh, we don't take bookings, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you just show up at the door, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Around 8 is usually our busiest time, between 8 and 9:30. So if you come a bit before that...
Great. Thanks very much for your help.
You're welcome.
Listen to Mike talk about his hobby when he was a child.
When I was a child, I loved reading. My parents said I ate books because I often read 2 or 3 a week, but they were quite happy with my hobby. As an adult, I can understand why. My school friends all liked to play football or go fishing and often came home dirty. Their mums had to do a lot of washing. Mine never did. My dad often worked nights too, so I think that my quiet hobby was perfect when he was asleep in the day. I also learned a lot from all the books I read and found a way to be happy on my own. It wasn't unusual for me to read for hours in my favourite places, on my bed or on the sofa in front of the fire, but that was only when it was cold or rainy outside. When the weather was better, and especially on sunny days, I liked to take my book of the moment for a walk. It was like my pet. There were 2 places I really loved. They were perfect spots for sitting down and reading. They both had wonderful views and were really quiet. One was in the local woods on a little wooden bench beside the river. The other one was under a large oak tree in the middle of a field 3 miles from my home. When I think about these places now, I always smile.
When Jia Huilan from Lazimi village in China needs to buy medicine for her mother, she doesn't take a bus or ride a bike. She goes by zip line across the River Nu. The River Nu means angry, is very strong, and boats can't cross it safely. There is a bridge, but it's almost 20 kilometres away. That is too far to walk. A boat is more dangerous than the zip line, and walking is much slower. Jia Huilan doesn't have a choice. There are about 20 villages in the area with zip lines for crossing the river. Children get to school by zip line. Villagers go to market and come back by zip line. There aren't very many visitors to the villages because it's difficult to use the zip line. But the towns are building more bridges now. Local people hope for simple pedestrian bridges so they can go safely on foot. But it takes time to build across the angry river.
Hello, my name's Jessica and I'm 13. I live in a detached house in a very nice residential area outside Dublin. My house is a typical suburban house with a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen downstairs. Upstairs, there are 3 bedrooms, 1 just for me, and 2 bathrooms. My family is big and my house is ideal for us. It's very comfortable and well furnished. I like my house because it's in a quiet location. There isn't traffic, and my brothers and I play and meet friends in the parks. Unfortunately, there aren't shops in my area, and I take a bus to school. Anyway, when I'm on my favourite sofa, under the large window on the back garden, I feel very happy.
Remember mood rings, the rings that change colour with your feelings. My ring is a present from my grandmother, and I wear it every day. It's a simple ring with a coloured stone. The colour of the stone shows my feelings at that moment. The colour green is normal. It means I feel all right. If the stone is purple, that means I have strong romantic feelings. Blue means I feel relaxed, so when I watch a film with my family at the weekend or play the guitar, my ring is blue. Finally, the colour red means I have a positive feeling about the future, or that I'm angry. It's not so clear. My ring is red at the moment. I'm happy, but I'm hungry. Time for dinner.
There's a gang that is bullying me, and I'm scared to go to school. What should I do?
No one has the right to stop you from going to school. You should find a quiet moment to talk to someone you trust. It can be a teacher or someone you feel comfortable talking to. It's important that you get help.
If I do what they want, will they stop bullying me?
If someone is bullying you and you do what they want, they will know that what they are doing is working, and they will keep doing it. You can't stop it by yourself. You should talk to someone who can help to make it stop.
How can I protect myself from being bullied?
If you try to fight back, you will make the situation worse and get into trouble yourself. You should stay with a group when you don't feel safe and ask your mates to look out for you. Bullies usually act when their victims are by themselves.
I sometimes think I can be a bully myself. What should I do?
You have the choice to bully others or not to. Remember, bullying causes a lot of misery for people, more than you can feel or see. If you find yourself bullying other people, you should ask for help.
The Zai in Basat district, Lào province, have a rich culture that includes music and musical instrument. The pile clarinet is a typical woodwind instrument of the Zai.
The pile clarinet is a part of all important events of the Zai, as they believe that the sound of the pile connects people with spirits and deities of the heaven, earth, forests, and mountains. The pile clarinet also lets people express their feelings to others. Hoàng A Hù of Bản Vên Hamlet says, every Zai hamlet has a pile troupe that performs at communal events. A pile troupe has 4 people who play pile clarinet, drums, bamboo flute, and cymbals. The pile woodwind has a bronze mouthpiece and a bell. The tube is 30 to 40 centimeters long and has 7 open holes. The player blows into the pí lè and fingers the holes to make different sound. A Hủ said,
Tôi là một người dân tộc Giấy. Tôi rất thích học kèn và những công cụ kèn trống như này.
I'm a Zay man and I love my group's traditional musical instrument. Playing the pí lè is a way to preserve Zay culture.
The Zay have melodies that express the mood and atmosphere of any event. Joined at a wedding ceremony, sadness at a funeral, and excitement at a festival. The pí lè is only played at important events. Nguyễn Văn Tâm, Vice Chairman of Bản Qua Commune's People Committee, said, The Zay have a rich and diverse culture, exemplified by the pí lè instrument and melodies.
Bản Qua cũng đã khuyến khích các cái đội
Bản Qua Hamlet has encouraged pí lè players to teach young people to play this traditional musical instrument and form more pí lè troops.
Ethnic people now have access to modern musical instruments, but the Zay in Basa district still treasure the pí lè clarinet as an important part of their culture.
Independence Day. Congress signed the Declaration of Independence from Great Britain in Independence Hall in Philadelphia on the 4th of July, 1776. Although America declared independence, Britain still wanted to rule. France joined America against the British and sent money and soldiers. After 5 years of fighting, the British asked for peace talks. In 1783, they signed the peace treaty and America became independent from Britain. In 1788, the states approved the Constitution, and on the 30th of April 1789, George Washington was elected the first president of the new republic. The 4th of July is a big holiday in the USA. People celebrate outdoors with family and friends. They have picnics and barbecues. There are parades in the morning and firework displays in the evening. Families put up red, white and blue decorations. People sing patriotic songs like God Bless America, and a gun fires a one-gun salute for each state at noon.
It's the end of summer at the Okanogan County Fair in the United States. People are relaxing. But not this man. Oliver Pacutus has a big race. It's the Indian Relay. In the Indian Relay, the riders race around the track 3 times. And each time they change horses. This race is a tradition for American Indians. And only one rider can win.
Keep him going, keep him going. Push him, Oliver, make him work. Give him work. That's pretty good, huh?
Oliver spends months preparing for the race. He has a team to help him. They're all family. There's Oliver's brother, Winfred. His father, John. And his wife's father, Kerry. Oliver's the rider. The horses are also part of the family. Oliver and his team enjoy being together, and they love working with their horses, and their horses love them. Oliver likes riding his horses in the mountains. It's just Oliver, the horse, and the mountains. For Oliver and his family, the Indian Relay isn't only a race, It's a way of life. Now it's the day of the big race. Oliver rides horse number 1 to the starting line. John and Kerry follow Oliver. They have horse number 2 and horse number 3. The race is starting. And Oliver's ready. For 3 minutes, all Oliver thinks of is the race and the horses. Oliver wins the race. Maybe now he can relax and enjoy the end of summer.
I love reading, but I don't like books. Why? Because books are really bad for the environment. Imagine how many books there are in the world. There are millions of books out there, and some of them are only read once. How many trees were cut down to make the paper for all those books? A lot. That is why it's much better to read electronic books, or e-books. Not only is reading e-books better for the environment, it's also easier. For example, it's much easier to scroll down a computer page than to turn the pages of a book. Also, many e-books are available online for free, which makes reading them much more affordable than buying expensive books at a bookstore. So next time you're going to buy a book, see if there's an e-book available first. You might just save a tree and a little money too.
Do you struggle to write stories? Do you wish you were more creative? If this is you, then what you need to do is read more. You see, reading is exercise for your imagination, and your imagination is what needs a workout if you're struggling to be creative. If you don't read, you'll never use your imagination, and you will have trouble thinking of creative ideas. But if you read, you will discover countless different worlds. With every word you read, your imagination will grow richer and stronger. Imagine being able to create a whole new world, like C.S. Lewis's Narnia or J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth. Well, you can if you give your imagination the exercise it needs. So get reading.
No, this is my round. 2 more pints, please.
Oh, thanks, Martin.
So, that's enough talk about work. You're looking fit, Brian. Playing football again?
No, I don't play as much as I used to. But I am training for a marathon next month.
Marathon? You're not going to run 42 miles, are you?
No, it's only 26, actually. 42 kilometres. Why don't you do it with me? It's for a good cause.
What, a charity?
Yes, Save the Rainforests. I'm hoping to raise £300 at least.
You should talk to Olivia. She's always talking about saving the planet. She won't drive Jack and Megan to school anymore. They have to go on the bus or walk.
Sounds great to me. It's good for the kids. But Celia's the same. She recycles all our bottles and newspapers. It's the only time she uses the car, to take all the rubbish to the recycling centre.
Talking about cycling again?
Oh, hi, Carl. No, we were talking about recycling and saving the planet.
Oh, I'm all in favor of that. I spend hours going round the house, turning off TVs, computers, lights, etc. to save energy.
Oh, good for you. Does Christina do the same?
You're telling me. You won't find a plastic bag in our house. She only uses paper bags now. What about you, Martin? What are you doing to save the planet?
I do my bit too. I don't have baths anymore to save water.
What? And you only have a shower once a week?
Listen to Sally talk about her life and how she came to work at the Sonka 1 Animal Reserve.
The village where I grew up is 13 kilometers away from the Sonka 1 Animal Reserve. My dad worked there as a ranger and knew a lot about animals and nature. He used to read animal tracks to show the journeys different animals made. I remember as a child that he often took me to work with him. He used to teach me about the animals which lived on the reserve, and so because of him, I spent most of my free time outside on the reserve. When I was 16, I decided to become a ranger too. It seemed the natural thing to do. To begin with, I worked 4 days a week at the reserve and had the rest of the week off to do my studies. It was hard to study and work, but I learnt more from doing both together. Sometimes I felt so tired I went straight to bed after work, although I did enjoy it. The other rangers were really helpful and always answered any questions I had. It wasn't unusual for me to spend 8 hours a day walking around the reserve. It was the only way to improve my tracking skills and to learn more about the different animals that lived there. My favourite animal when I was young was the cheetah, and it's still my favourite today. I feel very lucky to have seen cheetahs at the reserve, as not many people get to see one in real life. They are the most beautiful animals in the world, and they're the fastest too. They can run over 110 kilometers an hour, but they can't run fast for a long distance because they get tired quickly. When people come to the reserve, we tell them that cheetahs only hunt in the daytime because they can see better then. This surprises a lot of people, as they often think that cheetahs hunt at night, like lions and leopards. For me, one of the best things about being a ranger on this reserve is sharing my knowledge with the people who visit us, but it's also about being among the animals here. I've now worked here for 23 years, and I love it even more than the first day I came here with my dad. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for a new pair of jeans.
Do you want slim fit or loose fit?
Loose fit, please.
How about this pair? They're the fashion this year.
Oh, yes. They're great. They're exactly what I'm looking for.
What size are you?
I'm a 30.
Here you are. Would you like to try them on? The changing rooms are over there.
Thanks. Oh, yes. These are perfect. How much are they?
Excuse me. Could you help me, please?
Yes, sure.
Have you got this T-shirt in small or medium?
What colour are you looking for?
Black.
We've only got black in large or extra large. How about red?
No, thanks. It's not really what I want. I don't like red.
We're here at Borough Market, one of the best food markets in London and perhaps in the world. The colours, the smells, it's great. Today's podcast is about food. What is the most important food for you? What are 5 kinds of food you can't live without? First is Sasha. Hi, Sasha. Do you come here every weekend?
Hello. Yes, I live very near here. I love this market.
So, Sasha, what 5 kinds of food can't you live without?
5 kinds of food I can't live without. Well, that's difficult. Let's see. Cheese. Yes, all types of cheese. We always have some cheese at home. Grapes, but not the green ones. I like black grapes. They don't have any black grapes here. What else? Spaghetti. Or all types of pasta, but good homemade pasta. And one more. No, 2 more. Oh, I know. My favourite food is yoghurt. My mother is from Ukraine. and she makes great yogurt.
And one more?
One more. Of course, chocolate. I can't live without chocolate.
Thanks, Sasha. Right. Now let's talk to Mark. Mark, you're from London, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And I'm here because I want to buy some food for dinner tonight for some friends. I want some salmon.
So, Mark, what 5 kinds of food can't you live without? Maybe fish?
Yes, you're right. And the fish in this market is fantastic, really fresh. Fish is my favourite type of food. And I also love broccoli and potatoes. I need some potatoes and broccoli for tonight. I also like chicken. So yeah, fish, broccoli, potatoes, chicken, and one more. Oh, I know, bananas. I have a banana for breakfast every day. Yes, so that's 5.
Borough Market is world famous, and it has visitors from many different countries. Lynn, where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Lynn, I see your bag has a lot of very healthy food in it. What 5 kinds of food can't you live without?
Yeah, well, my health is important to me, so I eat a lot of vegetables. And I always have some at home because I eat salads all the time. So lettuce, tomatoes for sure, but big juicy tomatoes. They don't have any big tomatoes here. I also like rice and 2 more. Oh yes, avocados, my favourite. In Australia, we have amazing avocados, the best in the world, and I eat an avocado every day. So, one more. Maybe another type of fruit? Okay, strawberries. Yes, I really love strawberries.
Did you hear the news, Meg? There's a typhoon coming. Right now it's at level 6 on the warning scale. If it gets to level 8, then we will get to stay home from school.
Are you serious, Paul? I thought that a typhoon was just a lot of rain. I didn't think they were very dangerous.
Actually, they can be really dangerous. Typhoons not only cause a lot of rain, but some of them have winds of more than 240 kilometers per hour. That's pretty powerful. If winds that strong blow through the city, they can snap trees in half and damage buildings.
What happens in the rest of the city if the typhoon warning gets to level 8?
If the warning level gets to level 8, all the shops will close and public transport will shut down.
Wow, I didn't realize that typhoons were so serious.
There are many beliefs about tornado safety that simply are not true. Today, I'm going to talk about several of these beliefs. First, many people believe that if they leave the windows of their house open, it will lessen the damage caused by a tornado. They believe that if the windows are shut, the house might explode. This is simply not true. In fact, opening windows may actually increase the damage caused by a tornado. Second, there is a common belief that if a tornado is approaching, hiding under a highway overpass is a good idea. This is definitely not true because overpasses can actually increase the power of tornado winds. In the future, if a tornado is heading your way, find shelter in a basement. That is the safest place to be.
It's so hot today. I don't remember it being this hot last summer.
I know what you mean. It's probably due to global warming.
What's that?
I can't believe you don't know what global warming is. Global warming is the process of the Earth getting warmer.
Why is the Earth getting warmer?
Well, global warming is caused by greenhouse gases that occur naturally on the Earth. But because these gases are also produced when we make electricity or drive cars, we are adding more of them to the atmosphere. The more gases we add to the atmosphere, the hotter it gets.
So we are actually causing the world to get hotter.
Yes.
Well then, I think we should cause this room to get colder by turning on the air conditioner. It is so hot in here.
But running the air conditioning adds to global warming because it uses electricity.
Oh yeah. Then let's go for a swim instead.
In the near future, many people near coasts and riverbanks will lose farmland. They will lose this farmland because of flooding and increased rainfall caused by global warming. In fact, in some places, farmland has already started to disappear because of flooding. For example, one farmer in Bangladesh used to own a large farm near a river. Now he has lost half of his farmland because of flooding which has occurred over the past few years. And if we're not careful, soon many more farms will disappear in a similar way. This is a major problem because lost farmland means there is less area to grow food. If we don't do something to fight global warming, there might not be enough food in the future. Welcome back, everyone. As we discussed before the break, cell phones are causing social problems because of their popularity. Now, we're going to discuss some possible rules for using cell phones in public that may help solve these problems. We all know that cell phones can be irritating, especially in public places such as libraries and movie theaters. As a result, many people think that there should be rules in these places that say people can only use their phones to text message and that all sounds on their phones should be turned off. In other public places, like schools, many people feel that cell phone use should be banned altogether. Now that we have seen some of the possible social rules for cell phone use, let's move on. We will now discuss some of the developments that will likely occur to cell phone technology over the next few years.
As we saw earlier, advertising is a powerful tool that companies use to make us feel certain ways about their products. Now, let's see how advertising works with a specific product, cell phones. Cell phone advertising is very interesting. Sure, cell phones are useful, but cell phone advertising is not about how useful cell phones are. Instead, it is about how cell phones can make you look and feel. For example, cell phone advertising often shows beautiful models leading very exciting lives. Can a cell phone actually make your life exciting? Of course not. But cell phone companies like to imply that if you buy their phone, then your life will be like that of the models in their advertisements. Now, let's move on to see how advertising works for other kinds of products. As we will see, this advertising can be very effective.
What gadgets have you got, Ellen?
I've got 3 gadgets. I've got a games console. It's old now.
What about new gadgets?
Well, I've got a mobile phone. It's a smartphone. My brother and I have got the same phone. It's really cool.
Has it got a good camera?
Yes, it has.
Have you got a computer?
No, I haven't. And I haven't got a laptop. I've got a tablet. It's fantastic. It's great for school. All the students in my class have got tablets.
So, what's your favourite gadget?
My mobile phone. I love it.
OK, thanks.
Robot waiters. Hello and welcome, says the waiter. Are you ready to order? I say hello and yes, I'm ready to order. But does the waiter understand me? I don't know. You see, the waiter is a robot. I give my order. A steak for my main course, potatoes for a side dish, and an avocado salad. The robot says, "Would you like something to drink?" So I ask for some water. And I hope this works because I'm very thirsty. Robot waiters are not a new thing, and people have different feelings about them. Restaurant owners love them. I have more customers now. People enjoy seeing the robots with the trays of food. It's good for business. The human waiters aren't sure. I hope it doesn't take my job. And customers? Some love them. It's so cute. I want a selfie with it. Some hate them. They're not very friendly. They never smile. And me? I'm not sure. I'm very hungry and my lunch... Ah, here it comes now.
Welcome to Mysterious Planet. Today we're talking about crop circles because a new one has just been discovered in England. Crop circles are patterns found in the middle of fields. They are very mysterious because nobody can figure out what causes them. Crop circles are often very large and perfectly formed. In fact, some people believe that they're made by UFOs because they can't understand how a human would be able to make them. But others believe that people secretly make crop circles so they can trick other people. These days, there is a lot of talk about saving our planet. Global warming is often in the headlines, and people are always saying that we have only one planet, so we must look after it. Of course, we must look after the Earth, but is there really only one planet that humans can live on? Recently, scientists discovered a new planet outside our solar system that might have running water on its surface. This means that it could possibly support human life. Just like the Earth orbits the Sun, this new planet orbits a star named Gliese 581. It seems that this planet is the right distance from Gliese to ensure temperatures between 0 degrees and 40 degrees Celsius, which are comfortable for human life. The only problem is that this Earth-like planet is so far away that we won't be going there anytime soon. But the important thing is that there may be another planet in space that could support human life.
Many people love gazing up at the night sky. If you're far from city lights, then it's possible to see thousands of stars. You can even see planets. Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love, is also called the evening star, and you can often see this planet just after the sun has set. But how do we know that Venus is a planet and not a star? How do we know anything about space? In fact, all our knowledge of space is really due to one invention, the invention of the telescope. Invented by a Dutch eyeglass maker, Hans Lippershey, in 1608, telescopes have allowed us to discover space. Today we have the amazing Hubble Space Telescope that has shown us images of space we can't even imagine seeing with the naked eye. And with bigger and better telescopes being invented all the time, who knows how far we'll see into space in the future?